Hey there and welcome to it. It's the Business Blunders and Brilliance podcast with me, your host, Archie Moyo, back at it again. Today's episode is going to be a quick bonus episode where I just want to talk about the companies on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange that have announced dividends this year. It's July right now, so it's financial results period. It's also the same time that a lot of AGMs are happening and companies are actually declaring the dividends that they want to pay out this year, when these dividends will be paid out. I've already done an episode on ZSE stocks that gave dividends last year, and I thought this is something that will be important for those who want to know the ones that have declared dividends this year. It's something that is possibly important if you are planning on only buying stocks that will give you dividends that you either want to take or that you want to reinvest into your portfolio. It's a pretty important thing. So we've got a few companies here that we're going to be looking at, and I hope that there's a lot of value for you in this particular episode. We're also going to have a couple of bonus stocks that I'm going to talk about at the end. These are particularly bonus stocks because they've declared dividends and they haven't been paid out. Not only haven't they been paid out, but they also haven't reached ex-dividend date. Ex-dividend date being the date by which you should have purchased the shares if you want to get the dividends. So that's really going to be something interesting to look out for. Listen to the end of the podcast. It's going to be really short. Let's get into it. Continuously improve yourself. Welcome to it. It's the Business Blunders and Brilliance podcast. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So with regards to information around the Zimbabwe stocks, the website that I use to keep up with the stocks that I go through, find out what's happening, look for news, look for some of the updates, look for their announcements and their financials is africanfinancials.com. I have found that it seems to sort of keep a good record of a lot of this information, not only for the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, but for a lot of different stock exchanges across Africa. It's definitely a website I would recommend, so take a look at it if you find some time, and I'll get right into it. The first stock that has declared its dividend is Delta Corporation. We all know Delta Corporation because we're out here drinking the Coca-Cola, drinking the lagers, and they have declared a dividend of $1.05. So the ex-dividend date for the Delta stock is 6 July, which means you can try and purchase it before the 6th of July. And on the 23rd of June is when they announce this dividend. Like I said, $1.05. The stock price is currently $70.65. The next stock that is declared that they'll be giving out dividends this year is Dairy Board Zimbabwe. Dairy Board Zimbabwe is giving out a dividend of 23 Zimbabwean dollar cents. They announced that the ex-div date is May 12th, which means that this is past, and this likely was already paid. The payment date was 18 June. The dividend was, like I said, 23 Zimbabwean cents. The share price is 39 Zimbabwe dollars and 90 cents. We also have Mashonaland Holdings. Mashonaland Holdings has been really promising when it comes to the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. I've been monitoring it over the past few weeks, I think close to 2 or 3 months now, and they're doing pretty decently. In terms of share price, it's moving a bit, and they've also announced that they'll be giving a dividend of 13 Zimbabwe dollars or 12.99 Zimbabwe dollars. This should have been paid out on June 30th. Sorry, the ex-div date for the Mashonaland Holdings shares was June 30th, which means if you hadn't bought Mashonaland shares by the 30th of June, you cannot get the dividend. If you had, you need to really actually look out for that dividend. That's something coming your way at 13 Zimbabwe dollars per share. That's quite a bit. It was recorded on the 23rd of June, and the current share price for the Mashonaland Holdings is $3.34 Zimbabwe dollars. I mean, these guys are paying more than 3 times the value of the share as the actual dividend. If you're a person who's going to be reinvesting, it means you can potentially buy 3 times more stocks using the dividend that is coming out. Then we've got the last 2 stocks. These ones are the last 2 in terms of those that are announced for giving dividend, especially because they haven't reached their ex-dividend date. We've got Seedco. Seedco is giving out a share of US 0.97 cents, and the ex-div date is August 13th. So it means you can buy these shares until the 13th of August and you will be able to get the dividend. Record date is 17 August. It was declared on the 30th of June. Current share price is 55 Zimbabwe dollars. And then the last one is TSL Limited. TSL Limited declared their dividend on the 23rd of June. It will likely be paid out on the 12th of July, and it's a share dividend of 0.28 Zimbabwe dollars, or 28 Zimbabwean dollar cents, and the ex-div date is July 7th. So you can continue to buy TSL shares until the 6th of July and you will get the dividend. If you buy on or after the 7th of July, you won't be qualifying to actually get the dividend. These are the shares or the companies that have declared their dividends. It's good to know because some of these prices may rally a little up towards ex-div date with people trying to get in before the dividends are actually paid out, and there's also a likelihood that some of these shares may come down after because there's less interest after that. But the honest truth is not too many people, in my view, will be selling shares because they've gone past dividend. If anything, anyone investing for the long time will want to keep shares that are given dividends. The first shares I ever invested in when I started in 2017 were OK Zimbabwe shares, and that was because they gave a dividend, and I've slowly grown my portfolio for OK Zimbabwe shares. Speaking of OK Zimbabwe, they're an honorable mention on this list because OK Zimbabwe is going to have its AGM on the 29th of July 2021, and one of the things on the agenda is they want to confirm a dividend of 54 Zimbabwean dollar cents, so Zimbabwean dollar 0.54. That would put the total dividends for the year to 80 cents. Share price is currently $14.80. We definitely won't know for sure if that dividend will come out, given that the AGM hasn't happened yet, but historically OK has been known to give dividends annually. They're most likely going to make sure that the dividend comes out. Is something to look forward to, but it's possibly a stock to actually think about getting into, especially because the share price has dropped. I bought, I think, a handful of shares about 2 months ago, and they have dropped in price by almost 25%, if not more. So you know what they say, buy the dip, or is that just for crypto? But yeah, also because the price is actually coming down, it's one of the shares that you will actually want to look into. In my view, it's a very reasonable stock that over the long term will obviously always benefit you. That is the list of companies that are or that have announced their dividends, as well as the bonus companies where you can still purchase them and get the dividend if you do everything on time. Definitely look out for that. Very good to see Seedco announcing a dividend, especially because at the beginning of the year Seedco had actually made an announcement that they would be delisting from the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange, but a few things happened and that was reversed, so we still have them. And again, Seedco is an agricultural based organization in an agricultural economy like Zimbabwe. They're a company that I expect that will continuously see on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange that we can trust in. I'm not sure about the dividends front. That always just varies company to company. Board of directors is what recommends. If you're very interested in some of these shares, this is something you need to get into. Make sure you buy into the shares that make you happy, and what it will do for you is you'll continuously improve the things that you do. Yes, that's been our list of companies that announced that they will be giving out dividends this year, 2021. Of course, we're likely to get more companies coming onto this list. We have companies that haven't given their financial results yet and henceforth haven't gotten to that point. Companies like Cassava Smartech, they announced that there will be a delay in them presenting their financials. So other companies to look forward to instead of performance. When you're looking into these companies, always look into different things. Use companies that you vibe with, companies that you understand what they're doing and that you believe in, and that will sort of always help you. And always remember, if you're going to invest the money that you won't need in the immediate future. Always invest for the long term preferably. And this is the sort of thing that will help you to create generational wealth and sort of put your roots in the ground. Remember to continuously improve yourself. #KaizenU. Continuously improve yourself.